Hi there, this is Kathy Catching again. I wanted to do another short online reading for somebody. I'm not sure who the message will be for. I want to give you a little public service announcement first. As I was looking at my reflection, I noticed that you could very plainly see the white line on my nose right there. For anybody interested, that is a scar from a basal cell carcinoma, which is a little skin cancer that I got. Oh gosh, I'm 60 now. I probably got that at least 15 or 20 years ago. So I was very young when I had that, probably in my 40s. Anyway, too much sun exposure as a kid. So pay attention to those little signs on your skin that don't look really normal and go have them checked out after the COVID-19 stuff clears up. Anyway, trying to get comfortable here. I came back outside because this is my favorite place, even though I have to squint a little bit. All day long, I kept hearing the name Mary. So I don't know if this message up, and I set it right at 1:11 on my timer again. So I'm hearing Mary, and I don't know if it's for someone named Mary or if it's from a Mary. And it could be multiple purposes. So really and truly, believe it or not, these messages could be for multiple people. So don't be surprised that within the comments that a couple of you guys will be able to relate to this. So when I hear the word Mary, or I feel it, or I saw it in my mind's eye, I see Mary. My feeling that went along with it, the very first feeling, was the Mother Mary. So that was the first Mary. So, and when I think about Mother Mary, of course, I think about Catholicism, and I think about, the Catholics. So the message could be either from Mother Mary, and let's say, I think some of this is, so the first part is going to be from her to provide you guys some comfort. Actually, I think some of this message is for someone who cherishes Mother Mary, because I do see a little figurine. You either cherish this figurine, or the person on the other side loved her little statue of Mary. Mary is also associated with, of course, the birth of Jesus. So she's associated with birth. So I'm seeing birth. Let's see where this is going. So it's a mother and child. It's a mother and child reunion. That's a song. Excuse me. Well, I have to deliver what's popping in. The song Mother and Child Reunion. Now I've got to go look up those lyrics. When a song like that pops into your thought process, or anything like what I'm doing, it's sometimes beneficial to go look up the lyrics of the song to see if it's any significance, or who wrote the song, what is the title of the band that played it, see if there's any other message within that. I'm not always to figure it out for you guys. Sometimes I just drop the seeds, and then it's for you to go on the journey and the exploration to find out, well, what does this mean? For those of you that are out of my era, that's the Nancy Drew in us that wants to get to the bottom of with the clues, get to the bottom of the investigation. So anyway, let's see. Mary, quite contrary. Are we switching over? I felt like in the very first one, there's a grandmother involved that liked Mother Mary in that statue, and she prayed that rosary a lot. Now I'm telling you that is going to fit the bill for a lot of grandmothers on the other side, and that's what the angels are saying. The woman that I'm seeing, okay, she's a little heavy set, and I don't know why she wore a lot of, I don't know, the skirt has a pleated waist. I think for those of you that sew, I guess you know what pleats means, so that it wasn't real flattering on her, but she wore skirts with pleats. That's all I'm really seeing from her, but I do believe she has very dark hair, or she had very dark hair. Doesn't mean she had dark hair when she transitioned. The other part that came in was the Mary, quite contrary, and that's a childhood nursery rhyme, and it finishes up with, how does your garden grow? Okay, so this is either a new person, or this is the same person that liked to work in the garden. And of course, I'm fussing at my angels telepathically, so you can't see this, going, okay, give me something else because that could fit anybody. Grandmother that's heavyset, that's Catholic, that worked in the garden. How many of you have somebody that you know that fits that description? So let me see if I can get something a little bit better. I'm seeing a person, she's wearing like a veil. There are roses. Now, gosh, that takes me back to Mary. There's roses involved here, but there's a veil. This isn't a Spanish veil like a lace veil. This is like a white veil that was worn on the head. I'm not real sure. I don't know that that's a wedding veil. I'm not being able to see this. Maybe it's a scarf. Maybe it's not a veil. I thought veil, but I'm kind of wondering if it's not just a scarf. Oh, sorry, got to move my camera and make sure I'm still in the picture here. Mary, what do you want to say? Mary says it's time for you to get up and get some exercise. She didn't do the exercise. She was way too sedentary. I think this person, there's some diabetes around this person. Either Mary that's delivering or the Mary I'm delivering to. There's some diabetes. And the message is to get up and move around. That there's a little bit of a pity party going on, and that it's not going to serve you. So she's working hard with the angels to try to get you to get up. Move around, walk in your house, walk outside when the weather is conducive. I know that, my weather's gorgeous here today, but you guys on whatever side you're on, maybe still sitting in snow, or maybe it's raining and it's not easy to get up and, sorry, there's a lizard. It may not be easy to get up and get some exercise. So she's saying to get up and do something. There are things that you enjoy doing. There are some crafts that you have around you. You have everything you need. There's just a lack of motivation. So music, there's something about music. What is the music? I think she's saying that put on some music that you like to listen to, that makes you want to tap your feet, that kind of thing. And you'll be more inclined to want to get up and do something. Here's the deal that I know this. The more time we have to sit around knowing that there's no urgency in completing anything, the worse we feel, because we just sit around. And the more you sit around, the worse you feel, and et cetera, et cetera. Sometimes you just have to take that first step. Get up, push yourself. She says, push. Oh my gosh, if that lizard crawls on me, y'all are going to hear me scream, okay? Sorry. Anyway, push a little bit to get up. You can be kind of grumpy sometimes. I see a little bit of grumpiness. When it starts to come out of your mouth, just chuckle a little bit and laugh at yourself for being kind of grumpy, because I think you're a lot like the person on the other side. So she knows you well. And stop baking so much. Not good. Because you're going to eat a lot of it. Too much sugar, bad for your sugar. No exercise, not healthy. So get up and push a little bit and walk around, and get outdoors as soon as it's okay. I kind of feel like maybe it's not okay right now, but as soon as you can, get outside. I don't feel like you really understand this or believe in this, but try it anyway. She said to take your shoes off, go outside to wherever you can, and it's called grounding, and it's where you're going to just focus on your feet and how your bare feet, take your socks off too, how your bare feet feel against whatever you're standing on. So whether it's on concrete or the grass, preferably the grass, but even concrete will do it to a degree. They said if it's cold, it's not going to help as much. If you can't get outside or even go back and forth, take your shoes off in the house and stand on your carpet. Wiggle your toes to get that sensation, focusing on everything good about what you're feeling on your feet, and stop complaining about what you they just said just watch your thought process. So outside is preferable, but of course it's got to be nice weather for you to be outside to do that. So that's a little bit about grounding for those of you that don't really know. There is some science, I guess, behind it. I read not too long ago, I stumbled on a pretty interesting article. Had more to do with the science part of it, the electrons or something that we pick up off the ground. I didn't understand it. That's not my expertise. I just know that when I walk around barefoot outside, I feel good. I feel really good. So, and I never used to do that. And so I started after I read that article, and I thought, man, I'm going to go outside every day just for a moment or two, take my shoes off and stand in the grass, see how I feel, wiggle my toes. Then I'm going to stand on the concrete. And it's good too. I even feel pretty good when I stand barefoot in the house now. So anyway, I just have to be careful so you don't have to go barefoot all the time because you might step on something. Anyway, so I'm a little over 11 minutes, and I don't know if y'all have questions. Let me know. Like I said, the message was either for a Mary or from a Mary that's on the other side, or from the Virgin Mary. So it could be for one or more of you guys. So anyway, if you can relate to this message, let me know. Thanks. Bye-bye.